Good evening. We have advocated for cats for many years with very little to show for it. We will have an improvement in TNR availability with the presumed passage of the voucher program tonight. This town, a very wealthy one, has the pathetic distinction of being the only town on Long Island with no cat shelter. This is an unmitigated disgrace as defenseless cats are suffering and dying on the streets for no reason. How is it that low-income municipalities all have cat shelters? The problem started under Cayman. While Bosworth was very pleasant, she also did nothing to help. And Mr. Senator, so far, even though you signed our petition, you've done absolutely nothing to help. The reason always given is a lack of available funds. Perhaps somebody can explain to me how we were able to spend $850,000 on an HVAC system for our dog shelter, which incidentally is built on a landfill. In reality, the town is now obligated to finance whatever necessary repairs are needed at the dog shelter. After making cost inquiries, the $1.05 million cost of an HVAC system was beyond the high end of estimates that I received, which I researched pretty thoroughly. By the way, $200,000 out of the $1.05 million came from the State Companion Grant Fund. All municipal shelters are eligible to apply for $500,000 a year. I've asked before, I'd like somebody to explain to me why they never, applied for the full amount. If they had applied for the full amount over a 2-year period, you'd have enough money for a cat shelter. Why apply for $200,000? Makes no sense to me whatsoever. In 2019, we never completed the work which we had gotten the money for, and therefore had to return the $200,000 that we did get. I am an environmentally conscious individual. We have a rain barrel compost program in this town. Since I was sure nobody would voluntarily give me any information, which as a constituent I certainly believe I'm entitled to, I filed a FOIL request this afternoon as to the yearly cost of this program. We have now outsourced the program, which I believe, Mr. Scott, you pointed out. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that last year it lost $15,000. I think that was correct over there. What I want to know is how much money did the town lay out for this program? Out of that amount, what percentage of it came from grants? What percentage came from our capital plan? Incidentally, this program doesn't help the many renters in our town. Most elderly people and many women cannot lift these very heavy barrels. They also have a rather pungent aroma. I won't say this isn't an environmental benefit for some people, but is it a better use of taxpayer funds in helping starving and dying cats on the street? I think not, personally. Perhaps these groups have more, members and lobbying advocates than we do, but I think you may find that this balance of power is shifting. It will be interesting to foil other mini programs to see where our taxpayer money is actually going, since helping cats is obviously a very low priority. At this point, I would hope that all council members that have shown no interest or very little interest in helping, and I thank the ones that have tried to help, examine their consciences and do the right thing.